Yep.
Hi.
Ooh. Oh, oh, I just turned my camera down to my crotch. Um, okay, there we go. I'm sure that was a amazing first view to come to.
Elvin, we can hear you.
You can hear me. I don't know if the stream can hear me. Okay,
Um,
the
Oh,
stream
right,
should
I
be able to hear
guess I
me.
need
All
the,
right, a bit of a hiccup,
yep.
but
woohoo!
here we go.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Hopefully
I don't have
someone
a screen.
is checking that audio and is able to hear it.
I heard it.
Cool. All right, well then, welcome everybody. After that little fix, welcome to a Lancer RPG session of Iron Titans, subtitled Cold Wave, as we enter into this holiday-inspired Lancer RPG one-shot. As I open up my stream notes, so hey everybody, this is if I seem a little nervous, it's because I'm usually in one of the player boxes. I'm Calvin. You've seen me around here many and multiple times. Right now, I'm running a one-shot here on the Untold Stories Project channel, and I am running a actual play session of Lancer RPG, published by Massive Press. Before we get into the game, I want to shout out to the Untold Stories Project Patreon. At patreon.com/Untold Stories Project. You can check it out for exclusive posts and for the chance to give hero points to players or GMs of the various ongoing Mutants and Masterminds games, like Something in the Dark. Additionally, I want to mention the dice on Norse Foundry, and you can use code USP Norse, capital USP and capital N, all one word, if you're looking to buy some dice this holiday season, probably for yourself, because the best gift is the one you give yourself.
For these dice goblins,
Yeah, if you are the dice goblin, though.
I am.
That's equally important.
I am not.
I mean, if you have other things that you like to get, so
No,
Yeah,
waste all your money on freaking.
robots. Robots.
absolutely. Speaking of robots, Lancer
Where did I
is
put my phone? Oh.
Lancer is a RPG that is about giant robots. Your mechs, your armored cores, your gunmen, your Avas, your Zoids, whatever you want to call them.
That hurt. Hearing that hurt.
It is a Mud and Lasers mech RPG set in the far-flung future where people have spread across the stars. In this game, mechs and mech pilots are a part of life and the stuff of legends. And Lancers, such as our players, stand among the pilots as the best of the best, whose actions can have critical effects on themselves, on others, and the worlds they live in. Might be playing a bit fast and loose with some of the rules. By which I mean, if I forget something, I'm probably just going to try to make a ruling on it and move on. So if you feel a bit iffy about it, you can leave a comment below and I'll pretend to learn from that. Before we get into the actual game, I want to give the players a chance to introduce themselves. Just, say your name and what character you're playing, as well as their mech, if you are so inclined. And we'll start with the stream layout order, so I'll pass it over to Andy.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy, usually here for our superhero shenanigans on Wednesday nights. But now I'm back for the beginning of what is my holiday season, because I'll be on stream probably, I think, 3 of the next 4 weeks. So, with that, tonight I am playing Ivanica Roja, the pilot of the Heracles Zero Lancer. So,
Okay. Brian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brian. It's been a couple hot minutes since I've been on stream. When was the last time we played Lancer?
earlier this year.
It was earlier this year?
Has it only been a year?
Really?
Yes, ish.
My God. Okay.
Yeah,
we were
January.
still playing Guardians of Haven. So
yeah.
Okay, so it's been approximately a year since I've been on here. I'm currently playing Langer Gunson, codename Longhorn, and I am on his Red Angus quick shooting reloaded mech. I'm with a little bit of space western inspiration, and we will see if I remember to reload.
Yeah, there's a little bit of yeehaw in that mech. Jemmy.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. You can see me here on Tuesday nights in either Gemstars or Something in the Dark, as right now. Or you can hear me on our podcast of Heroes of Tomorrow. Or One Shots, as I am here now. I will be playing Trish. I'm not gonna try the last name because I'm bad at names. Also, it goes by Empress, and I will be in the mech of Silver Hierophant, which I would rather just describe as I'm lighting myself on fire.
That name sounds like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure name.
What?
I'm here to light myself on fire and potentially light other things on fire too.
It is entirely possible that when I was making these characters, I was in my JoJo's face.
You absolutely were in your JoJo face.
Man, I wonder, Silver. That makes me think of something. Was it Hydrophant Green?
No, it's Silver.
Did you take Silver Chariot and Hydrophant Green and kind of just?
I don't know who those people are. Tegan,
That was
introduce
the most
yourself.
guilty laugh you've ever done. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Tegan. You guys have never seen me here, except for in chat spending my not so hard earned money.
Truly not
but-
so hard earned.
Yeah, I spend a lot of it. So yeah, this is my first time ever being in here. So
I
I'm
dragged
excited.
him.
Yep, I got dragged. I gotta readjust real quick.
Do you want to introduce your character as well?
He does not apparently.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
No worries. It's fine.
I am Matador. A name that I'm going to and then his name I'm going to struggle with, Antonio Enrico Valadares. Antonio. And I am piloting new best friend, a Horus Minotaur, and it's got some good defense.
You're gonna do your best.
Yes, I'm gonna do my best. It's got some good defense stuff, so I'm gonna focus on defending everyone.
Cool. I'll be lighting
Best of
myself
my
on fire,
ability.
making your job harder.
Yeah.
As you should be. All right. Well, if everybody's cool, let's hop back into our game in the world of Lancer. So, once again, you all have been called together. Some of you familiar with each other, some of you perhaps not. You are currently being employed by the inter-system organization known as Union, which acts as sort of this idealistic but sometimes overbearing organization that sort of operates to keep peace between different systems and establish several basic tenets of decent life for people who live within these systems. It's certainly more effective within some core systems, but once you get out into more of the far-flung areas, things get a little dicey, and that's where they sometimes will rely on specialized operatives or hired mercenaries, which is where you lot come in. So we once again find ourselves on a ship that is floating through space, heading towards a new planet. This ship is known to all of you as the Nijimura, and you are currently in a meeting room with Special Union Agent Holly Atro, who you have met before. Some of you, specifically Longhorn, Empress, and Hellion, have worked with her to help out on a colony planet that was recently joining Union. You helped them basically prevent a apocalypse with a ancient tech moon that was about to crash into the planet.
Oh, that's right.
The apocalypse of their own doing.
Just
Yeah.
casually stopped a apocalypse.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Nothing that does.
Pretty much, yeah.
nothing of it.
Yeah. You fought some space pirates, you stopped a moon apocalypse, you did it all with style.
It's funny how you are the one who brings up the moon apocalypse, Calvin.
I mean, what? I mean, you did stop it.
No, I'm just saying, moon.
Oh. Yeah, there might be there might be some moon similarities and things I do on here.
Maybe.
That being said,
Just an eensy weensy little bit.
Munabama,
know.
born and raised.
that being said, you are clearly agents that, or lancers rather, that Agent Atro is very happy to rely on. And in addition, there is a new person in this meeting room that you have not met previously.
I don't know if we're gonna say happy to rely on, since some of us get into competitions with each other, and other ones of us, not naming any names of myself, set ourselves on fire.
Yeah, there are certain people in the maintenance bay who weren't super happy with you.
They don't love us, but we get the job done.
But at the moment, sort of in the middle of this meeting room, Agent Atro is directing your attention towards this larger display screen. And upon it, you can see a overview of the planet that you're coming into now. A planet by the name of Boreas 6. And as she is speaking to you, she just sort of starts with, hello, Lancers. Most of you I've already met, and I'm hoping that this mission will be less, let's say, complicated than the previous one. Or at the very least, less apocalyptic. This job is in fact just a simple escort mission to a local colony. For the past year or so, the Caldera colony of Boreas 6 has reported that deliveries of supplies and emergency resupplies weren't arriving. The colony's guard patrol was also reporting some strange and conflicting stories regarding security around the perimeter. Now, Caldera is a research colony, but it's been in the area for a while, long enough for people to have families and settle into a life there. While it's self-sufficient in a lot of ways, it still does need the occasional resupply from Union, and them not getting the supplies they need, including the technology they need for their research, is quite an issue. The last delivery was sent down with a Union security squad, and it was led by a mercenary who has done work with us previously. That mercenary was then found a few days later drifting in space with the remains of the dropship that he flew in on. Apparently, he was the only survivor of whatever attacked them down there. His stories are strange, to say the least, but he is also the first to return from a visit to the colony. This is essentially where you come in. We're sending down one of our, well, a couple of our armored dropships, along with all of you and your mechs. Our best guess on what's happening is that there's a group of scavengers or space pirates who have set up shop outside of Caldera and are intercepting our drops. In fact, we have some recent intelligence suggesting there's a handful of scavengers who are operating in this area. And as she's saying this, the sort of display is changing, where at first it sort of zoomed in on the planet to show you where on the planet this Caldera colony was, and you can see the climate of the planet. It's almost entirely frozen over. It shows you the location of this colony, and as she's describing the possibility of scavengers operating in the area, it shows you some basically vague descriptions, some blurry images of what may be mechs caught in a image or scanned from a distance. But she continues saying that if this is the case, then it should be a relatively easy job to remove them. Additionally, the mercenary himself will be joining you for this trip, so he has some experience with whatever you're going to be dealing with down there. He is eccentric, but he might prove useful.
Eccentric as in chaotic, or eccentric as in he has PTSD and is going to be insane?
That question.
Well, he has...
Is he after his white whale? Is this a white whale situation? Do I have a
great.
Captain Ahab on our hands?
That may be an appropriate reference once you get talking to him.
Then can we just leave him behind?
For real?
Yeah.
He
that
has
sounds
done
more
work
like
with
a
us
liability.
before. I understand your concern, but he has done work with us before, and he's an expert in operating in extreme environmental situations.
I'm gonna be fine. It's an ice climate. I have a mech I light on fire and use a freaking flamethrower. We're not gonna die in the cold.
Um, she sort of leans forward a bit, dropping the volume of her voice. If it helps, you can leave him in the car.
Yeah, I like that.
We will be sending down a vehicle with you. She sort of like leans back, going to her more professional stance. Well, we will be sending a vehicle down with you that will contain the supplies. All you need to do is make sure it gets where it needs to go without being stopped.
Why is Razor opening?
Okay.
Are we like sure the people down there are still there?
Assuming the
Yeah, are
requests for
they?
emergency supplies have come back through, you're actually getting signal from the research station. That's why you know they need more that's why you know supplies are needed, right?
Indeed. We know they're
Yeah.
active down there, but
Okay.
things are obviously tough for the last... Things have been tough for the last few months. They've
And
been making do with what they
Man.
have, but they need
A
help.
ice tundra planet. It's hard to survive on. Who would have guessed?
Exactly.
so
They have
why
settled... Yep.
so why is this strange? What stories did he tell you about whatever attacked him and his group the last time they were here?
I think perhaps it's better you hear that from him directly.
I
Again,
don't
the
think
answer that
so.
makes the most sense to me is that there are some sort of, again, scavengers, or we've seen space pirates in this area before, so... And you've
Yeah,
handled
yeah.
them
Okay, but like we
easily
fought
before.
space pirates before, and space pirates don't normally leave someone messed up enough that they're going spitting white whale stories.
That
This mercenary is, let's call him experienced. It's possible those experiences are catching up with him.
Oh, so what you're saying is we're dealing with a insane mercenary who has worked for too long.
If it wasn't for the fact that he did good work, I would be more willing to say yes out loud.
Alright, let's just get this over with.
yeah.
Quick one, in and out. Who are you?
And she will...
Turning to the face I don't know.
Oh, yep.
Does the survivor have his own unit?
She will say he did go down there with one, but he returned in the dropship.
Okay. Does he have
That's
a
what-
mech that he's currently able to use, or are we just escorting a civilian?
We didn't have a free one for him available, so he is going to be staying on the vehicle itself, along with the
That's why
driver.
we leave him in the car.
Okay, good. I was about to be like, he's not getting in line. Anyway, once again, who's the new person?
Yeah, Agent Atro will look over. Matador, if you would like to introduce yourself to the team.
Hello, I am Matador. I kind of joined because I needed a job, and
Don't we all?
my old one wasn't quite what I wanted. So, I'm sure you would accept me.
I don't know what we're getting into on this planet down here. As long as you can shoot and you can take care of yourself and the rest of this team, welcome aboard. You show me otherwise, you'll be floating on that dropship on the way back.
Sounds like a good deal.
Well, we're gonna have to get a few things straight, which is, sorry. Sentence in my brain as just me as Jemmy broke because anytime I start with we're gonna have to get a few things straight, I normally finish that sentence with first off, I'm not. But I realized maybe I shouldn't objectively decide that Trish is a lesbian.
You're playing the character. You can decide whatever.
Straight off the bat.
That's right.
No, gay off the bat.
Goodness.
Sorry. Anyway, let me try to regain that. Okay. She's not pointing over to, I forget your character's name.
Ivonica.
Monica, thank you. But the other two of us are, how do I describe it? Chaotic? In-fight style? You don't get to object. I've seen you.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I'm the one who I think I have a reputation between the with all of our mechanics.
Let me see here.
Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
The reputation being I keep lighting my mech on fire.
So, Antonio, you were the person who survived the initial raid?
No, it's a NPC, I think.
NPCs, Merce.
Oh, okay. Antonio's
not
just
insane.
joining us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the insane one.
Not yet.
I don't know. I'm pretty mentally stable.
Not for long. Welcome to the team, buddy.
You people scare me.
Save it for the enemy, Empress.
Hmm. Oh, right. Introductions. Empress.
Yes.
Codename Hellion.
As I have said, I am Antonio. Matador.
Matador? That's the code name.
Yes, my codename is Matador.
Okay. I think I've got an idea with how to deal with these raiders.
And that's Longhorn, who is not sharing his code name, I guess.
No, he can figure it out once he survives.
Well, I just told him yours anyway, so it's fine.
Well,
It's already been given away. There's no
It's
place-
already been given away.
I literally
ki-
just gave it to you.
All right,
What
walk and
kinda-
talk, people. Walk and talk.
Yeah,
What kind
let's
of
go.
unit are you running with?
I am using my new best friend. It's a Minotaur.
Ooh.
Wait, that's
Ironic,
the name?
isn't it? Yes, it's my new best friend.
You named your mech my new best friend?
I don't question you on what you name your mech. Don't question me on how I
I
name
haven't
mine.
told you what I named my mech yet. I'm
Well,
only
I'm
judging
assuming I'm
yours.
not going to question it because
I'm-
it's quite rude, to be frank.
I'm gonna pull up my data pad and look it over. I mean, Empress, it's kind of cute. Like when a kid doesn't know what to name a dog, they call it Fido.
Did you just call my suit cute?
I
mean
think
when a
you missed
kid
the
doesn't know
whole
what to
point.
name a dog, they name it what?
Fido. Or Spot.
That one, I understand Spot. I've never heard Fido.
It's probably before your time. That's old cradle shit. Let me see here. Is your mech bigger than all of ours, or is it about the same size?
That's a Calvin question. Hey, Calvin.
You should see your tokens.
It's size 1. At
Okay,
least
all
that's
the
what it
same
says on the
size.
sheet. They're all the same size?
You know what? That's perfect. I think this is gonna
You
work
have
out
a
very
really
nice.
bad idea, don't you?
I have a really good idea, actually.
Oh no.
No, don't you dare.
Yep. We're gonna codename the operation Running of the Bulls.
Oh my god.
Running of the...
Can we get a pay raise just for working with Longhorn again?
I love that you were more worried when he said he had a good idea.
Yes.
So here's my pitch, right?
I do find it ironic that I had the codename Matador with a Minotaur.
We know that these shipments are getting raided.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about we split the deliveries into two? The smaller containment will actually contain the supplies. And the bigger containment, which we'll chase after we do the quick drop off, will contain our new friend and our other new friend.
You thinking Trojan horse?
Yes, Trojan Bull.
Trojan bull.
Trojan Bull.
Okay. That's not
All
what I
right.
Sounds
thought you were
fine to me.
thinking of when you said you had a plan.
They'll raid the shipment. We'll try to protect it. We'll take the smaller cargo. We'll follow Matador from his location, and then he'll burst in from the inside.
What happens if they don't take the cargo and they just destroy the ship?
Then you hold out till we get there and we see if you're worth the money we're paying.
Exactly.
You'll see.
Can't be crying over credits if you're too scared to earn them.
I hope
assume
you
it's
know,
credit.
when you first said you had a plan, I thought you were thinking about riding the bull
That's
Oh, no,
probably
no.
Plan B.
That's probably
The shooter mech.
I mean, Empress,
Like a cowboy on a horse.
if you don't want Matador to go in the box, you can go in the box. We'll just change the code name to Hot Pocket. Like I'm not opposed to any version of this.
I'd be fine going in the box, but it's a matter of I don't think.
I will get into the box. I feel as though I will be the safest in there. Because
But I'd be plenty safe. I more would worry about the safety of not burning the people who try to break into it.
I don't know.
exactly, it would be the safest if I was in the box.
I
His
don't
mech
think
is
that's-
pretty sturdy, so I'm not opposed to throwing him in there.
Sure.
And besides, it's not like they would even be able to get close to me.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? The whole point is you getting close to them.
They wouldn't be able to get close to me. I would be able to get close to them.
You know, that I'll take it. Where's our boy with survivor's guilt?
Yeah, where's Crazy Man?
So as you
Are
were,
we really insulting the man who has gone through a traumatic experience?
Oh
Not
yeah.
to his face.
Look, I'm
We're
just saying.
questioning the sanity in putting a man who's been through that back into action so soon.
Look, we stopped the moon destruction, and we're not crazy. I'm blaming him, yeah, for this.
Yes,
Yeah,
but at
because
the
you guys
same
were
time,
crazy
you
before
were
we
all
stopped
insane
that.
already.
And
By
we
that.
came back alive. And with most of the people we know.
Most of them. We came back with everyone.
Exactly. That's why we're not crying in the corner. But he wants to go back out there and that's his prerogative, so let's talk to the man.
Can we just put him in like a really bad mech and watch him go try to suicide
No.
bomb it?
That's
I'd
why
rather
he's
not
going
lose
with
a mech.
Antonio.
Mm,
Yes, that is why I am going to watch him.
How many times do I have to go over the plan?
I'm just saying it'd be
I
fine.
feel as though Longhorn has made the most sense so far.
Which is scary, actually.
The way you are saying that makes me think that I should not be agreeing with Longhorn.
Yeah, in most occasions, I would say yes. This one, actually, I'm not sure what screws got tightened since the last time we went on a mission together, but seemingly they have.
I have a feeling you are going to regret saying that later.
Usually, I typically do. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Do you remember what happened last time? I had to bring a frickin' spaceship down to save your asses.
It was fun.
I know it was. I don't regret it. It just you guys got chaotic, and I had to be more chaotic.
And that's why you love us.
Matching chaos with
Love is a
chaos does
strong
not
word.
usually end well.
I'm gonna stick with the fact that I've decided you're my buddy for this one. So yeah, you
Oh,
do.
lucky me.
Uh-huh. Aren't you just?
Yes.
so as you all have been walking and talking, making your way towards the hangar bay. The hangar of the Nijimura is currently abuzz with activity. Right now they're setting up a couple of dropships in order to carry all of your mech units as well as the vehicle payload itself. So you can see as you are entering the hangar, again, this ship is pretty massive. So there's enough space to fit a couple of dropships, although in some ways it is kind of cramped. I will say that you probably already know the code names of the dropships, the August and the Itsuka. The August looking like a sort of a smaller, maybe more nimble ship, the Itsuka being a bit larger and more armored.
August, my beloved.
I
Currently,
do not know the names of either of these ships.
yeah,
I do
no,
not
I
recognize them. I have never seen them in my life.
you can tell when I wrote something by what references I made.
I love how though I'm just like I've already decided August is my favorite.
Mine too. Yeah, they're basically waiting for you to arrive so they can figure out which ship each mech should be loaded onto.
August, my love.
Sure. And additionally, there is a vehicle nearby that currently has someone standing near it who is waving in your direction.
Does he look like a crazy mercenary?
No, this is a younger guy with sort of a similar ship uniform to the ones you've seen other people wear.
All right, I did. What's up?
He will put out a hand to offer a handshake to whoever will accept it.
I immediately take it and give him like the firmest handshake I can muster.
I'm gonna make it awkward and pull him into a hug. Just to make it awkward.
So in succession, he tries to return the handshake, but he just doesn't have the same strong grip, and he is completely taken by surprise by the hug.
Did you seriously just hug a man you just met?
Yes, I did. What's up?
Hello. I'm Warrant Officer Ryu Takaki. I'm going to be the driver for this mission. I just finished going over the inventory for this loadout. Looks like we've got everything we need to help out the colony. They've got some research equipment, they've got some food, they've got some supplies. Looks like Agent Atro also stuck a box of toys in there for the kids. So, I mean, that's nice. Yep.
Empress, perhaps you will have something to hold your attention on the way.
Oh, you little.
As nice as that all sounds, how long did it take you guys to pack all that up?
Well, the vehicle itself is already packed up here. I just need to, we're just working on which ships need to carry which mechs. I wasn't sure if you guys had any sort of, if you guys had a plan of who's partnering with who or anything like that, but I'm about ready to go. And also there's the other guy who said he needed to talk to you.
Yeah, that's the thing. How long did it take you to load the cargo is what I meant.
How long did it take?
Yeah, to organize and load all the cargo.
A few hours, I guess.
We're not undoing
Well,
all
I
this.
have
We're-
bad news for you.
No.
What's-
I need you to undo that
We're not
Oh.
doing
and get
that.
us an extra box,
Oh, what?
a bigger
What?
box. Yes,
We need a box that can hold my suit.
we need a box that can hold this Minotaur unit,
What
and it
if
needs
we-
to be similar to the cargo box.
I didn't really have that on the list.
I'm gonna grab
up.
his data pad and write it down at the bottom. I was like, well, you do now, and I'll give it back
Okay.
to him.
I
I'll
am
see
so
you in 2
incredibly
hours.
Can I'm gonna give him the like most apologetic look I can. Just, I am so incredibly sorry.
Hey, Longhorn.
Yes.
What about we just change plans?
What, you want to go pot pocket instead of
No.
running of the bulls?
I'm saying, what if we just protect the cargo instead of a bait cargo?
I still
Mm.
actually I like the idea of a bait cargo. It just doesn't necessarily have to be anything inside.
Exactly. We
just-
could just
if-
send someone out in an empty box.
Well, they usually scan these things and they have some heft to them. As soon as they pick up just a cargo box, they're gonna know it's a decoy and leave it.
Throw some spare parts that have already burnt to bits.
What do you think I'm putting Antonio in the box?
Are you insinuating that I am burned to bits spare parts?
At least spare parts, yes.
At least spare
Parts,
parts.
at I seen him buy him burnt to bits too.
You'll be fine. You'll fit in the box just fine. We'll talk to the nice survivor and our good friend here.
No. Let's at least you can at
Ryu?
least keep this one
Ryu.
packed. Can we get an extra cargo box?
There we go.
Rio will say, "I'll see what I can do."
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't unpack
Thank you
this
very
one.
much,
We're
sir.
not making them repack this.
The kids don't need the toys that bad. They need the
Yes,
food.
They're children. Oh my god.
I mean,
So,
If we
Yes,
take the
we
toys
did.
off, what will Empress have to do?
Hate you both.
so Ryu will head off and see if he can get a empty box, large enough to fit a size 1 mech into. And as he's doing that, you hear a gruff voice from the other side of the vehicle say, "So you think you've got a plan, do you?"
Oh my god, he really is. Freaking
As
hot,
you see coming around the vehicle. You see an older gentleman. He is wearing sort of a lightly armored spacesuit, but you can see on his face it is grizzled and worn with time. You can see a scar running down the side of his face. One of his eyes looks a bit glassy, a bit grayed out. The other one is this sharp, piercing blue that seems to be staring daggers into all of you.
I'll put
yeah.
my hand out to him
Unless
with
you
a
have
smirk.
unless you have a reason for this plan of ours to not work.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Are we twinning? Are we both missing one eye?
Ooh, you might be.
I think we're twinning. I think we're both missing an eye.
I
Oh, hold
hope
on a
you're
minute.
kindred spirits missing each other's eyes.
Yes, I also in fact am missing an eye.
You found your true love. Combine you both, and you'd have a normal set of eyesight.
He'll
What's Outback Space House's name?
Outback Steakhouse. That is beautiful.
I
Are you-
give Brian a hero point for that. But there's no hero points in Lancer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's not really, but if you want to just take a free accuracy on run roll, sure.
Okay. I'll take that.
But he will say, "Well, I hope you've made your goodbyes to whoever is going to be the bait on this mission."
There's like spare parts over here.
That would be me. Please stop referring to me as spare parts.
Well, seeing as you were so eager to go back, I thought you would be the one we'd be saying goodbye to.
I'm going back because I gotta hunt down the goddamn bastard who had killed the rest of my crew.
Oh, you really are hunting your white whale.
Exactly, and we're putting you right in the front. So I need you to tow this box with Antonio in it, and just let them take you nice and easy, okay? I don't need you making a commotion.
I am
Sure.
going to ask that you do your best not to damage my suit in the flight process.
Throw it around, toss it around, see how sturdy it is.
Do not listen to Empress. As sturdy as the suit may be, it does not help to start a fight taking damage.
Oh, if you're sturdy enough, you won't take damage.
And if your suit was designed correctly, it wouldn't burn to a crisp.
Oh, it's meant to do that, buddy.
You lot don't know what you're walking into, do you?
No, you're supposed to
No,
fill us
we
in
do
on
not.
that.
You're supposed to tell us.
It's not
Honestly-
a white whale, it's something a lot meaner.
Half the
So-
time we don't know what we're walking into, and we still turn out successful.
I saw the thing with my own eyes.
I.
Ugh.
One-eyed jokes are not appreciated by us.
Aw, I'd tell you more, but I don't think you could see the full vision.
It's very blind-sided.
Yeah, blink and you'll miss it.
Oh, you lot are hilarious.
Oh, thank you. I tried
We
to
tend to
be.
think so. Come on, spill it.
Right, listen up. I went down there expecting some sort of crew of scrappers, some other wasters or something like that. But what I found down there was something completely different. We were making our way into the colony itself, and partway there, a blizzard was set upon us. And emerging out of the snow, I saw the beast.
That does not give us any information. I want
was a
to
ma-
actually know what it is.
A massive
Okay.
creature, something I didn't quite understand at first. But as it
Alright.
laid into us and started attacking, the lads gave it a name that I'll swear I will. I'm sorry, this guy's a little weird. The lads gave it a name to describe the thing that they saw. It was this huge feathered beast, clawed feet digging into the ice underneath it, terrible wings holding it aloft. And from it, it had 3 heads, each one of them beaked and staring down at us with the eyes of death.
Oh,
We're
okay.
facing a giant three-headed chicken.
The crew called it King Turkey Dora. It tore its
Wow,
way
that's
through
some
all of
old
us.
cradle shit.
That is old cradle shit.
It tore its way through the crew, each of its heads blasting out some sort of different energy or attack.
One ice, one fire, one electricity?
It was acid, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, I see. Now, my question is,
Only half of it.
did it
apparently.
happen to be 3 distinct colors?
The heads themselves were a bit distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Was one pointy while the other was more... Well, what would the word be?
Fiery.
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
Ah, I see. I am now able to envision
Perfectly.
what we are facing.
Oh my god.
Out
Now
of
listen.
curiosity, do you guys take a fixed route every time you do the drop off? I only know you did the one, or did they try to take a different route each time?
We expected to take a different route, but the blizzard had us going in another direction.
Okay.
Your systems are that bad that a blizzard jams it?
No, you don't
Blizzards on
wanna-
Boreas 6 are something else. We
Bro,
tried
just
to play
get
it
yourself in a
safe.
straight line and get going.
That's the problem. You can't tell what a straight line is.
Well,
Just
hopefully
don't
with you
turn.
lot, we'll be able to deal with that then, won't we?
I do not
No, I'm
think
sorry, I'm
that-
really bad at
I do
doing
not
things
think that
straight,
these
but
people will be able to help you that much.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
I do not think that these people will be able to help you that much when it comes
I mean, not if it
to
involves being straight.
keeping a. As I was saying, this is the prime example of what I meant.
Well, you're
No,
supposed to
trust
be
me.
lancers, aren't you?
We get the job done.
I'm a lancer. I think I have a child, and I don't even know how to describe Longhorn.
Look, we stopped a moon apocalypse. What have you done? What's your track record?
You don't have enough time to hear my track record, and I don't
No,
think you have
not
enough
you.
clearance either.
I trust you, not you. Spare parts.
Are you going to continue referring to me as spare parts?
Depends. Are you gonna keep referring to me as a child?
I think
Yes.
Then yes.
we're gonna have to change the plan, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we
I don't.
we
think
were
you'd be
expecting
crazy.
pirates.
You were expecting pirates. I was expecting something worse.
Same.
Well, we
Not
got
sure
her
this
something.
Yeah.
I still think we only need to slightly change the plan.
What
only
is your
slightly.
plan still?
So we
I feel
take
as though a giant turkey would still fall for a simple trick like that.
Yeah, but like,
yes,
there's no
but
purpose to put you in.
our priority is to get the people on the planet fed, and then deal with the giant turkey.
Are the people on the planet safe from the
Giant turkey would feed a lot of people.
True.
Yes, a giant turkey would feed a lot of people.
So I
Especially
say
if prepared properly.
we take all the food from the mess hall that's supposed to be dumped into space. We put it in the box, and we fill the box with trackers. Turkey gets the box. We deliver the goods. We track the trackers, and then we can hunt it safe from everybody else, instead
I
of
like
leading
that
it to
plan.
the colony.
I like that plan.
Oh, poor Ryu. Now he has to handle garbage.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let me
Ryu
get-
does in fact come back, and he says, "Okay, I managed to find you guys an empty box. It should be big enough to fit a whole unit in. So what's the plan again?"
How
I am
long
so
did it
very
take you to get
sorry.
that box?
Not too long. Well, we just need to clear out some supplies from it, but
Okay, well now I need you to not fill the box with his mech unit. I need you to fill it with all the trash and the scraps from the chow hall that are going to be ejected into space.
Plus
As
a bunch
full
of
as you can
tracking
get it.
units.
Exactly.
All
Oh.
slave
I'm
to
so
our
sorry.
systems.
Sorry.
yeah,
I'm
I'll see what I can also do. And he will.
We also
yeah.
need a drone pilot for the cargo hauler that will be carrying this one.
Very true.
I'll go talk to
Seems
I'll
me
go
that
talk
these
to Hal
requests are
to
not
Holly.
coming out of our pay.
Out of their
Just-
pay,
you,
maybe.
you get on that. And I'll go get you the clearance from the director.
Okay. I'll just be over there. I'm gonna go talk to the maintenance guys.
Okay.
So
Can you believe with all this money they still do unpaid internships?
Utopia societies, right?
Utopia.
it's still they live in a post-commerce society or something,
Uh-huh.
depending on how wealthy you already are.
How many Robux is he getting for this?
I believe he is getting paid 3 Robux on the hour.
Only free. My God, you couldn't even buy a Game Pass with that.
Yeah, the economy is just in
In
shambles.
shambles.
But
They do not pay us interns very well.
So I'll head up after Rio goes to get that, and I'll go talk to Holly.
I want to keep talking to the mercenary.
I
I want to learn
don't.
some more about him.
Sure. So you can split up as you need to, or you can even call Holly down to the maintenance
Whatever
area so you don't
works.
have to go off. Yeah.
whatever works.
Yeah, she would come and join you. She knows her way around the
Okay.
ship.
I'll pull her off to a private area and go, you know, if you'd told us he actually dealt with a living creature instead of a bunch of space pirates, could have gone a little easier.
He said it. He told you about the giant bird with 3 heads, right?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I've seen some weird stuff. We did fight a moon, but
We did fight a moon.
I mean that seems a little absurd.
What? You've not been working with Lancers very long, have you? We
I
see
mean-
weird shit every mission. Now let me ask
okay.
you a couple questions.
All right.
Has every mission to resupply met a blizzard on its way to the caldera?
They have most of them have reported inclement weather. Yes.
Most or all?
The ones we got messages back from. Some of them were cut off too soon.
You didn't have sensors trained on the convoy? You don't have ship records that we can go back and review since it's going to be a little bit before we head down there?
Well, I can get you the records that we
Requisition
do
them?
have.
Thank you.
Everybody has a data pad. So you can just transfer you that.
Yep. Second question. Have you ever recovered any remains? Not of Lancers, but of their mechs.
She will say that on some of the other resupply missions, that was part of their task to recover what they could.
And they never made it back.
Exactly.
Okay. So we have no remains that we can glean any extra information from. So I'm going to be left with basically sensor details and everything else so that we know what we're looking for while we're down there. We're going to need your guys up here keeping an eye on the atmospheric conditions along the route that we're supposed to be taking, because I'm guessing if there is a giant turkey monster, it is either in the care of something that has the ability to affect the weather in a local region, or it's even worse than that, and I really don't want to say that out loud.
I'm both curious and terrified by what you mean.
I know, and I'll just leave you with curious because you don't want to be any more terrified.
Right. Well, we will keep our sensors on. We'll do what we can from up here. Those other missions, they didn't have this ship, and they certainly didn't have you, so I'm kind of betting on you here. And
I know you are.
really, I'm sure it's got to be just space pirates.
You say that, and yet it was supposed to be space pirates on the moon.
Okay, but this time.
It's never lupus.
It is never
This time is not this time, unfortunately. Agent.
Well, if it is a giant turkey monster, then I will have lost a bet.
Who were you betting with?
Most of the crew.
Can I get in?
I mean, that seems like a conflict of interest.
Insider
Uh,
trading.
No, I think it's a great interest on me.
That sounds like you are trying to take advantage of the betting pool and win.
Hell yeah.
I
Is
feel
there,
as though that goes against the nature of the sport.
Uh-huh. And?
How do I join?
That's what I thought. Come along. Let me show you.
is there anything else you need for the mission itself?
Who are you betting with?
Yeah, you bet. We need all the scrap from the Chow transferred to Ryu so that he can load it in a set. We need a set of trackers, and we need a drone pilot for a secondary vehicle that we can use as bait. The idea is now to let whatever is attacking the convoy take the bait back to its locale, where we can track it later after we've delivered the supplies to the colony.
And as you're saying this, she is like typing rapidly into her own data pad, and she will say, "All right, I've requisitioned all the equipment. Talk to the head of maintenance. He'll get everything loaded up for you. And if
Proceed.
you're still curious about the bet, that's also who to talk to."
Figures. All right. It'll be a little bit before we head out. If you need us, we'll be here in the maintenance bay checking on our rigs.
I'm gonna go make some bets really quick.
Can you make one in my name?
No, I can't. You can come with me.
I wanted to have a discussion with our esteemed guest.
You
Oh,
trust
guess
her
what?
with
You
your
can talk with
credits?
him in a minute.
Did we get the guy's name, or is it just Ahab?
They have now.
Absolutely,
Since-
Ahab.
Ooh, really tempting if I didn't already name him. That could be his middle
Too
name.
bad.
I'm sorry, Baha. It's the future. Let me.
Baha.
Yeah,
Aha.
yeah. He
Is
got
his
Baha
last name
Blast?
Blast?
His name, Agent H will give you the name. It is Fareed Ahab Rhodey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, your name's Ahab.
Rhodey.
Ahab Rhodey makes me think of a IBO with the Landman Rhodey.
What?
Rhodey.
I don't know. I thought you would have picked up on Fareed first, but
Ride or die.
Oh,
Rhodey.
you said Fareed? I didn't even notice that.
Ah.
You
oh
see,
no,
when I think about-
his name is Ahab.
yeah, it's Ahab, like Ahab Reactor, and then there's Rhodey, like Landman Rhodey. Everything about this is a reference.
Yes.
Oh no,
Is there like a little TM by his name?
there has to be now.
Now there
Trademark.
is.
he is now owned by Bandai.
TMCR.
Yeah. So you have his name. Is there? So what are you doing now? I guess.
I'm going over my rig as we're waiting for everything to be checked out, and basically just making sure I have all the plating in place, especially if this thing does actually breathe acid.
The first thing I'm doing is making a quick bet, but then probably gonna double check my mech.
Okay.
Uh,
Yep.
I'm gonna give Ahab a kind of a once over of the plan, and then I kind of want to do a once over with everybody to make sure we're all on the same page in case something goes wrong.
All right, so this is our plan. Really, this is I'm just making sure we're sticking with this one.
Yes, me and Antonio are gonna go with the main cargo. You, Hellion, are gonna go. Oh, you, Hellion, Ahab are gonna go with the decoy. As soon as the blizzard kicks in, Empress, I need you to overheat and stay as bright as possible. We don't know
Oh,
how
hell
bad
yeah.
the visibility is gonna be, so we need a beacon in the dark.
Burn, baby, burn.
And perhaps your heat will actually melt the snow and give us a small clearing.
And we've rigged the cargo here that we don't actually have to drop it off. We just need to get it near orbit and just kind of do a little drive-by. We get it near the surface, we drop it, it'll crash. Everything inside will be good enough. And then we pivot to help everybody else.
Are you sure that is a good idea, allowing the precious cargo to just
It's the decoy.
collapse?
No.
Oh, it's the decoy, I see.
Yeah. Antonio, you and me, we're going with the real cargo to make sure it gets safe. We're gonna drop it. It's rigged to
yes.
take enough damage to be fine if we drop it low enough. We don't actually have to park and give it to the people. And then we turn around and pivot for Empress and Hellion, who will be hopefully distracted with the giant turkey and we can see them in the dark.
Now hold on. I thought the plan was get the bird to take the first one back to its base of operations. We all take the main box through to the caldera, then return and hunt the unit down in its own den.
Ideally. So if it does go south, we
You
pivot to
want us
this.
you want us to stay in place, lay down cover fire, and wait for you guys to return. Got
Yep,
it.
keep Empress bright. We don't know how dark it's gonna get with the blizzard.
Well, I'm not worried about it being dark. I'm worried about it being reflective.
I'm sorry, I'm worried about a whiteout.
Yes. Figured as much.
I feel as though if we are facing a giant bird, Empress would be a good way to keep its attention.
We all have those.
on.
We all have locator beacons on the rigs. We'll all have those keyed up and pinging. We'll also have all the locator beacons inside the crate that'll be active as well. So you should be able to use your system sensors to triangulate our location based on those locator beacons.
Or use
Yeah.
a heat beacon, and if something gets above 1,000, to take a guess.
Get above 1,000 for too long, that thing will melt down, Empress. You know that.
I know, but it hasn't yet.
Empress, if it does eat you, give it heartburn.
If it eats me, we're gonna burn for its stomach, Betty.
Ahab,
If
do you
that
have
thing
enough
gets-
faith to
if that-
eject if needed?
If that thing contains acid, I don't think heat will be
Only
too
one
effective
head.
against it. Yes, but what if that one head eats you? And besides, they're all connected to the same body.
That doesn't mean they have the same stomach, buddy. Sorry, no, that means they have the same stomach, but it doesn't mean they have the same like storage. If one head shoots
See.
fire, it doesn't mean the other heads are with the fire. Else the ice head wouldn't be shooting ice; he'd be shooting water.
Actually, he only gave us information on 2 of the heads. We don't know if the
Oh, does everybody here have an EVA module equipped?
I believe
is
my
it?
unit does.
Like,
how do I check
Yeah.
that?
That would
Go
be
to your,
under your systems.
mech let out.
Mech loadout.
Yep, that's where I'm at. Systems.
Yep.
Progressive System Inc.
Yeah, not everybody has. I mean, some of you might.
Yep, I got an EVA module.
Okay.
I do.
Antonio, you've got the extra compartment, so you get your new best friend with your new best friend. And if you do not have an EVA module, be careful. Ice means water, and we don't want to drown out there.
I do have an EVA module. And
Oh,
besides,
thank Christ.
it would. I don't think that a little water will be able to drown me.
Yeah, it's a lot of water you have to
It's a
worry
lot of
about.
water and it's all frozen. It won't be when Empress hits 1,000.
Ah, well. As long as we have the plan discussed, I'm going to go discuss with our guests.
What are you gonna talk about? Listen to him talk about his white whale. Sorry, turkey.
That sounds like a
No, I
euphemism.
was
Say
going
white whale.
I was going to discuss with him his trauma and help him resolve it.
What?
That's a lot to unpack in the less than 2 hours we have before we take off. But you do you.
Yeah, sure. Go play therapist, man.
Yeah, according to his profile, he just got his bachelor's in psych, so I guess he's just eager to try it out.
I did not
Oh,
get my
please.
bachelor's in psych. It was my minor.
That's even
Oh,
worse.
minor.
A minor
I did
amount
not-
of progress. Have fun with Ahab.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, you can certainly attempt to help out Fareed. So if you have any particular skills you want to apply to this, you can.
I
Use
majored
those
in
or-
social economics.
In a communist utopia. The answer to every question was the state.
So on your character sheet on the pilot narrative tab, if you want to make a roll for something to try to help out Fareed, and if there's a skill
Am
trigger you think
I-
would apply there,
Am I not braining? Okay, hold on. Excuse me 2 seconds. I forgot to pull up the
yeah. So there's a sheet for your mech,
There we
and then
go.
there's a sheet for your your
let's
pilot.
see. That's what you said pilot narrative?
Yeah, if you think something there can apply, if not, you can just make a roll with your grid.
I can threaten him.
I can take
Threaten
control. I was
him
about to be
into-
like,
Sure.
Alright, let's see.
oh, if we're threatening him, I'd like to join.
Don't threaten
I
the
think-
trauma
I think-
victim.
I
He
think
needs
I
to
did
drive
that
the
right.
decoy.
Okay.
Did I?
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah.
right?
It rolled.
Okay.
Not
What'd I
well.
get? I got a 13.
Okay. So as you're having this conversation with him, you are sort of able to, I guess, well, for one, you do get some more details about what happened. He does also give you maybe a bit of a clearer description of the creature. Specifically that there was one head that did fire, one that did ice, and one that did acid. But then he starts talking more personally, I guess, about it a bit. You sort of, I mean, you do get into that survivor's guilt a bit. He does feel like the rest of the crew was relying on him. And, he obviously feels guilty about surviving.
It is
and
not
not
your
predicting
fault.
that it was a giant turkey that was killing all those people.
It is not your fault. No one would assume that a giant turkey would, in fact, attack a group of delivery workers.
So, can I do something stupid?
There was no
Uh,
possible way for you to assume that.
Sure, but I still want to get revenge on the goddamn bastard.
Can I do something stupid?
Talking about getting revenge on a bird.
It'll make me feel
I'm gonna
better.
walk over
Yep.
in the middle of this, sling an arm around Ahab's shoulder, and go, "You want revenge on the bird? I've got the perfect idea. Here, look.
Please do not listen to her.
No, shut up. I actually have a plan for once."
What is it then?
All right. So once again, a quick recap of our plans, but we got a real fun idea, which is people in the town have been struggling with supply, right?
Yeah,
Which means they're probably hungry.
I would assume so.
Oh, I see where you are going with this.
Once we kill this bird, what do you say we cook it up and have a great feast?
How do we know if this bird is edible?
We'll figure it out. Most
How do
things
we
are
know
if you
this is
just-
the only bird, which is the most troubling thing?
Mm-hmm.
How do we know that this bird is not under the control of some larger group?
Then we find
Perhaps
that.
there actually is space pirates, and they are just using this creature as some sort of stand-in so they won't get killed.
If space pirates have a bird like this under their control, our space pirates have gotten a lot stronger. But shut up for a moment. Look. What I'm saying is, if we want to avenge them, we're gonna need you to be in your clearest headspace. You know?
What do you think I am trying to do with him?
Hush for a moment there. All I'm gonna say is, you've got years of experience under your belt, right?
Yeah.
You know, everyone in that situation went in expecting that there was gonna potentially be casualties.
Sure. Of course I
Okay.
did.
Great. Don't beat yourself up over it. None of you knew the threat, and you're gonna do fine. Let's go out there, get some revenge, and kill a bird.
Okay. If you want to help with this, I guess.
I have take control,
Sure, you can roll take
which
control.
is what I was going with.
I will say Matador did make some progress already. If you want to add on to that, then you all can take some time to help Ahab temporarily recover from his survivor skills. I didn't
I
expect this to be
I had
what you
take
did, but okay.
control, and I can use. It says use force, violence, presence of will, or direct action to take control of something.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a roll with that.
Taking control of the situation.
15.
My mic's in
15.
the way, but okay. I'll say between the two of you, it's probably gonna take him longer to be like fully back to whatever his normal may be, but he will
yeah.
have his head on straight for the purposes of this mission at least.
Well, Ahab, I hope you do well on our trip, and I hope that this doesn't trigger any negative responses in you.
I hope so too.
Don't sound so negative. We've got this.
Now,
He walked.
if it's too much, may I ask, what happened to your eye?
Did you really? Just.
I want to know. Me and him both have something in common. I would want to know where he got it from, because I want to see if maybe it's perhaps something similar to me, and I might be able to relate to him on it.
He and I.
Do not correct my grammar.
No. You said he and I, which I'm laughing at because, you know.
The eyes have it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I see how it is.
You see?
Only
He
partially.
and I. Oh, how funny.
I'm sorry, look, you're
Everyone
gonna be
is having a
subject to a
laugh
lot.
at our drama.
He
Mhm.
will
We have a
say,
lot of eye jokes.
or Ahab will say, if we make it out of this, then I'll tell you the story.
If you make it out of this, I intend to hear a lot more than just that story.
Well, let's make sure we do.
Yeah, you
I
have to
lean in,
hear it
I
'cause
lean
you
into
couldn't see
Empress.
it well.
I lean into Empress. Are they having a moment?
Let's call the ship name Double Sight. No,
What about
depth
Third
perception.
Eye? No.
Depth.
Even better, Third Eye Blind.
So, I I don't know why I didn't expect things I didn't expect to happen, but
No, the ship name's Depth Perception now.
Depth perception. Depth perception.
but is there anything else? Okay, is there anything else that you would like to? Yep.
I'm gonna look over my suit and see if what happened to the one guy that was in charge of all of our ships and stuff and like figuring everything out.
Ryu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ryu is getting his stuff together. He is there with, you can recognize sort of the uniform of the maintenance head, whose name is Cass Kutan, this sort of larger muscled gentleman. And he's sort of directing the crews around to get these ships loaded as per your directions, which I guess I should clarify. So your intent was to have one decoy ship, one actual ship.
Yes.
I don't know if you care which is which.
The bigger one. Stuff with food and trackers.
Okay, so the bigger one, so the Itsuka is the decoy ship. And the August is... So I guess who's on which ship also, just so I know.
So if we're going with the larger one for the bait, that would be me and Longhorn.
Okay.
Okay, wait. The bait
No.
one.
The bait one
Bait
is Hellion and Hellion and Empress.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I
Oh,
might need to
I thought we
split
were
you
the
guys
bait
up.
one.
You better not. That's who I made my buddy.
Yeah, I know, and I'm a little sad about that, but you got to keep in mind that Antonio here actually has a spare cargo to keep Ahab alive in case anything happens. He's driving the decoy.
We all have EV. Okay, so you and Matador on the decoy, Hellion and I on the main.
No.
I mean,
Matador, because he has the extra cargo to carry a person.
Mm-hmm.
There
And
is room on
Empress.
the delivery vehicle, by the way, if that makes a difference. There is room for the driver and for Ahab.
yeah, like
I'm down to have Ahab in my suit.
Yeah.
also
Ahab can
fair.
be in your suit if something happens, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it'll be I already forgot your name. It'll be Antonio and Empress. That way they can
Mhm.
protect Ahab, who's driving the decoy. And then me and Hellion will be dropping off the actual supplies.
Okay.
Just took
Because
my
that way
buddy.
we have the beacon and we have a way to protect Ahab if something goes south. He just jumps into Antonio.
All right. And we
Cool.
have because our current complement of mechs are switch hitter, range, and 2 up in close melee. Because I'm assuming Matador is
Matador is a controller.
controller. So you're
Mhm.
actually backliner. Okay. So
Mhm.
frontliner, backliner, mid range, and backline. Okay.
Which I'm planning on playing more towards the middle because that'd be closer to where I'd be clumped up more with everyone,
Yeah.
and that would give an advantage because a lot
Okay.
of my stuff applies to multiple people.
The
All right,
main thing
perfect.
is that you can keep Empress alive. Empress can be bright for us to follow, worst case. And then you can save Ahab if needed.
Okay.
If I keep Ahab with me, that gives less of a chance of him dying.
Yeah. You guys can work that out.
I mean, I repeat, I was willing to use him as a suicide bait, but sure.
And then you
Um,
bonded.
They're
No, they bonded.
actually-
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just bullshitted.
They can play Fortunate Son all they want on the way over.
Oh, there is something on New Best Friend that will be helpful, and I will say it will apply to any passengers inside of New Best Friend.
Is it the fact that anyone inside the suit cannot die?
Yes. The internal metafold means that the pilot cannot be harmed, even if the Minotaur explodes.
Hmm.
Look at that. Reading Rainbow over here.
I actually prepared and I read my character beforehand.
Nice.
I read your character beforehand. That wasn't just RP. I was looking over your shit.
You were actually looking over it. I should probably read over your guys' stuff at the same
No,
time.
it's fine. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, you just met them
Yeah.
in character,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
fine.
So,
Okay.
read-
Okay, so I just needed for my notes to know where,
Yeah.
like, who was going where. But yeah,
Can I talk Hellion into making a handshake with me, though?
it's up to
Yeah.
Hellion.
Hell yeah! We're getting a handshake done beforehand, so we can do it before we hop into the mechs and split up.
It's fair. Fair.
I'm your
I'm
Huckleberry.
going to judge you heavily for this.
Look, maybe you don't know it, but I work better with a partner. And my old best friend ain't here, so Hellion's my new one.
Well, I mean, I could be your new best friend, but
No, your new best friend is apparently your mech.
he is my new best friend. He
Because
does protect
that's what
me.
you decided to name it.
Oh, you're going to continue to judge me for the name of my suit.
Hell yeah, I am.
Look, we're Lancers. We get bored easily.
So you think of something cool, not your new best friend. Did someone
ever-
ask you what's your suit name and you just responded with because you just found the suit and fell in love and went my new best friend and then they went, all right, that's the name?
Come on, Empress.
No, it is.
Come on.
It is
Em-
akin to when people would say hello to my little friend. It is a large, powerful weapon, and it is a reference.
I need you.
Yeah.
I need you guys to focus up. Stop mech shaming each other. We're about to deploy.
All right, let's do this.
I do wish Free Shooter was here because she has my second favorite mech name.
Yes, of
What's her mech
course.
name again?
Please keep
It's
an
in
eye on
notes.
the child.
Not a child. Also, I'm on. You're with me, dumbass.
Oh, I am with you. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I can tell you, you're the one in charge of keeping me alive according to the orders. Right, Free Shooter's pilot is named Filthy Axe at a reasonable price.
What would happen if, say, one of the Lancers went missing during the mission?
Hmm.
The same thing that's happening now. They'd hire
Mhm.
somebody else. Yeah, think about that one.
No, please, imply. How do you think you're gonna make me go missing?
Well, you see, my suit has a little something special where I can make people disappear for a short amount of time. If you, say, disappeared and got separated from the group.
If you
What
say
do you do?
you burnt to a crisp,
Hey,
Hey.
Longhorn's right. We got to act as a team. We got to get the mission done. You two, save it for when we get back.
yeah, sure.
Or at least when
Yes,
you're
of
out.
course.
Right,
I will save killing Empress for when we get back.
you guys
Oh,
will
I'd
have
love
plenty
to
of
use your
time for
mecha spare
personal
parts.
comms. Plenty of time for personal comms just between
Yeah.
the two of you.
I'm fairly certain I can make an offshoot of the STF just for the two of you.
Yeah.
No, we need the STF for the fight because if there are space pirates, we need the shit talk.
Oh,
That's
now
why
you're
I'm
scared.
gonna create you a sub channel for just the two of you.
Yeah, just the two of us, where we will argue back and forth.
Where
I'm
you
gonna
can
get
make it if
ready.
you try.
I'm gonna just go in my mech and wait for drop off. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to lead Ahab to my mech and show him how to get in.
Yep, he will join you. I mean, he's familiar with how mechs work, so even while yours is a very unique design, that he is able to get in there pretty comfortably. He settles in fairly quick.
He is not familiar with the battle cattle.
Do not go, my suit, the Kabato cattle.
Showtime.
Yeah, he's in there. You guys are in your ships. You do have pilots for each ship, and they are able to set off. So,
Want to break and come back?
that might be.
Fade to black.
We fade to black. What will happen
Yeah, we
next
can do
time
that.
on?
Or we could swipe left.
Yeah, we can break here. This seems like a decent spot. It's a little early, but that's not bad. And then we'll come back and we'll deal with getting down to the planet and perhaps dealing with King Turkidora. Happy holidays, I guess.
That name sounds so familiar.
It's King
Three-headed-
Ghidorah mixed
I thought
with.
so.
Yeah,
thought
that's
so.
what I thought. Okay.
I
was
can't
like,
take full credit
three-headed.
for it. I think Deuce is still in chat. He inspired that, but
Guys, I thought you were in on the joke. You're scaring me.
They were, but they're just a little.
Well, I was pretty sure. I just wasn't certain, so I didn't want to say it.
I'm
No.
running off of 6 hours of sleep right now.
Sleep more, dumbass.
Make me.
I
all right,
will.
we're going to break. We'll be right back.
Doodles.
Bye bye.